All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining Hindi University. I wish you all a very happy new year. I'm very excited to have the first class of our, a new year, 2016. And the topic is very well relevant. Like, so in this class, we'll be talking about New Year's resolutions. It's a debatable thing whether you should have it or not, but who cares? Like for us, the purpose is to learn Hindi. And whenever you're making a resolution, you'll pretty much be talking about, or you'll be making sentences in future indefinite, right? That I'll do this, or she will do this, or I'll make sure that I travel a lot, or I spend time with my family. I quit smoking, for those who know who smokes, or I'll quit, alcohol, or I'll do some charity work. I'll travel to Cambodia, or so many, resolutions you can do, right? But primarily in the first half of the class, or at least in the first 15 minutes, we'll be spending time learning some of the basics, future indefinite, because that's where the foundation is. Once you know the structure, and I'm sure most of you already know about future indefinite. So once you know the structure of it, then making resolutions or speaking your resolution in Hindi will make a lot more sense, right? So without further ado, I'll start going over some of the basics of future indefinite tense in Hindi. Okay, so it's future and as I said, like for those of you who are already advanced students, try to make as I'm going over the basics, try to make a lot of sentences which basically think about your own New Year's resolution and see if you can make them as I'm walking through the basics. So the structure is that um, let's say you're talking about khana, the verb. Actually, let's talk about the most popular resolution is to lose weight, right? So you will say I will lose weight, right? Again, as you can see that it's a future indefinite because you have will. To lose, right? Now that's the verb, right? Give me 1 minute. I can make sure that all of you are muted. So when we talk about to lose, uh, it means come karna. Come karna. Come is basically less. Karna is to do. Come karna. Okay. We'll do it 2 3 ways. So first, you remember to lose is come karna. Okay. And you'll say main. If you want to keep it really simple, you'll say main wait. And even if you want to say lose, मैं weight lose करूँगा. मैं weight lose करूँगा. That's one way of saying it. And what you have done is you took the word karna and you remove the na from here and you change it with kar unga, because you are talking about मैं, which is I, and it's masculine, right? So मैं weight lose करूँगा. If it is feminine, it'll be मैं weight lose करूँगी. So in the case of feminine, what you did is like you remove the na and you replace it with ungi. Okay, मैं weight lose करूँगी. Now that's one way of saying it, right? If you want to be like, you don't want to say English word, right? You can change it with, anyone know what weight is in Hindi? Let's see if you can think of it. Okay, so weight is vajan. It's V as in Victor. Vajan, and then you can talk about कम. मैं वजन कम करूंगा, and then here मैं वजन कम करूंगी. Okay, good. I hope you are all able to write it along with me. But we'll do some more of it. So this was particularly with मैं, right? Let's do it a little bit more. So you have मैं, which is masculine. You have मैं, which is feminine. आप is you. हम, which is us. वह, which is he or she. And then you have a वे, which is they, right? So why don't we just do use the same verb with all the pronouns, right? So those of you who are already advanced, just continue writing for all these pronouns to kind of strengthen your understanding, and I'll tell you how it works for each of the pronoun. So for these two you already know, right? So it will be मैं wait, lose, करूँगा for a male, करूँगी for a female. Okay. Um, Now this one, let's try to make it interesting. For aap, you can simply ask, will you lose some weight? Right? Let's say you are intimate to some. I mean, it may be offensive to ask someone, but let's say some of you are. You can ask this thing to some of your very close friend or family relative, like if you're very comfortable with them, right? So in this case, you would be, क्या आप weight lose करेंगे और करोगे? Both of them are correct, right? क्या आप वेट लूज करेंगे और करोगे? करोगे for masculine, करोगी for feminine. But if you want to give more respect, you can simply say करेंगे. And that is kind of like gender indifferent. It doesn't matter whether it's a male or female. You can use करेंगे to address both of them. But if you want to be very particular, you can say करोगे for a male, करोगी for female. Okay. Now let's say you are like part of a gym, right? And all of you collectively are saying that we will all lose weight, right? In this case, you can say हम weight lose, same thing, करेंगे, right? In this one, we're talking about वह. It could mean he or she. Uh, it would be करेगा and गी for a girl, right? He will lose weight will be वह weight lose करेगा, and she will lose weight would be वह weight lose करेगी. And then this one is same as two before. वे, which is they, plural. वे weight lose करेंगे, right? And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you understand the structure of future indefinite, you can pretty much use it for any resolution, right? You know, and you don't have to know all the Hindi vocabulary word. Like just as an example, if you're talking about quitting smoking, right? You can say वह मैं smoking क्विट करूंगा और मैं स्मोकिंग क्विट करूंगी, right? um, you can use it for all of them and it will remain the same. You can say कम करूंगा, which is like I will reduce it. मैं smoking कम करूंगा, right? I'm just trying to give you more like flavors, right? Or you can come is like I will kind of reduce the frequency of it. But if you want to absolutely kind of like stop it, you can say मैं smoking बंद करूंगा. I will quit it. बंद is quit, बंद करना, to close it, right? When you say बंद करना, like for example मैं दरवाजा बंद करता हूँ, that I close a door, right? Similarly, in this case, you're saying मैं smoking बंद करूंगा, I will quit smoking. Uh, and pretty much think about it like you can say, again, for some of your close relative or friends, you can say, क्या आप smoking बंद करेंगे? Will you quit smoking, right? Um, now, some of you might say, I want to use the Hindi word for smoking. I don't want to simply say smoking. Right? So for you, the word it's a little difficult. So bear with me. Is धूम्रपान. It's one word, but let me write it down in a way that you understand it. So the easier way to remember it, there's a very famous movie, or not, Dhoom, right? In Hindi, Dhoom, and then An, Dhumrapan. Okay. So if you kind of divide it, it will be easier for you to pronounce. Dhumrapan. Okay, and that's for smoking. Okay, so I hope this was fairly simple for you to follow. Feel free to write down any questions you may have, or you can start making your New Year's resolution for the discussion we'll be having towards the end. Okay, so I'll erase it and we'll discuss some more interesting New Year's resolution. And on the side, on the chat box, keep write, or in the YouTube comments also, please continue to write some of the very popular New Year's resolution you can think of, so we can make sure that we cover them in Hindi. I mean, when I was looking up, I think the losing weight or quitting smoking were the two more very popular ones, right? Um, okay, let's do some more. Looking for new job, right? I mean, that's also some of the very common one. Looking for job. Okay, so this one is I will find a new job. So I'll take a break here and I'll let you guys write it down. What do you think? How do you say the same thing in Hindi? I'll find a new job or look for a new job. Okay, I'll cover your question then as I give the answer of it. I'll cover when do you use karenge. Okay, take your time and see what you can think of. Okay. First question is find ko. Okay. To find is ढूंढना. ढूंढना. Okay. So, you can simply change the verb. You can conjugate this verb. You don't have to use dhundna and then karna again, right? Okay, try again. I think most of you are very close. Very good, right? So this one will be, as I said, it's dhundna, right? And so what you're saying is, मैं new is, a new is ek, because it's feminine, right? A job is a feminine. It's नई. For masculine is नया, right? So मैं एक नई नौकरी, you can say job, that's fine. मैं एक नई नौकरी और नई job, and then it's ढूंढना. What you're saying is ढूंढूंगा for a guy and ढूंढूंगी for a girl. मैं एक नई नौकरी ढूंढूंगा और ढूंढूंगी. ढूंढूंगी for a girl. Okay. If you think it's very difficult to remember it or pronounce it, um, you can simply say देखूंगा or देखूंगी. That means you will see, you look for it, right? Um, देखूंगा or देखूंगी. I mean, this is more appropriate, ढूंढना, but if it is very difficult, you can still use देखूंगा, I will see, or okay. So मैं एक नई नौकरी ढूंढूंगा. Let me see if you have any questions here. मैं एक नई नौकरी ढूंढूंगी. Okay, that's correct. Okay. And I saw that one of the Liz also said मैं एक uh, job find करूंगी. That's also correct actually, because what you're saying is like you kept it find, and then you use the common verb karna, and you conjugated it to karungi. So that's also correct. Okay. Now the question was with aap, right? Same thing is like aap naukri ढूंढेंगे. So this is common. This is common for both male and female, right? Let me see your question again. Okay. So this is common. You can. So in this case, let's say you simply want to respect. You simply want to respect someone, right? Without being very specific about like the gender. Let's say you're talking someone for the first time on the phone, right? And you want to be ultra respectful. You can use enge, right? Um, but if you want to be very specific, ढूंढोगे for a male, ढूंढोगी for female. Let me know if it's still not very clear, and then I'll cover it. Okay, but if you want to be, I think you can simply keep ढूंढेंगे. If you don't want to confuse too much. Okay. Uh, Fine. So this is done. Let's move on to the next one. The next one I have is I will save some money. I will save some money. So I'll take a break here and I'll let you guys write it down. And it's the same for. Okay. Very good, right? Um, to save is bachana, bachana, right? To save. To protect also is the same thing actually, bachana. So I'll let all of you first complete it and then I'll jump to the solution. Right, right. So it's I will, right? So मैं, uh, some money, right? So मैं कुछ, you can say पैसे और रुपये, right? Um, रुपया is Hindi. I mean, you can say generically you can say मैं कुछ पैसे and then bachana, right? So bacha ungi for a girl, bacha unga for a guy. मैं कुछ uh, पैसे बचाऊंगा, right? Um, and I think Liz also said मैं कुछ पैसे save करूंगी. That's also correct. मैं कुछ पैसे save करूंगी. So this is also correct. मैं कुछ पैसे save करूंगी. Um, I want to take a tangent to say it's like bachana is also used to protect. So let's say if you are protecting some animals or like some species which are like very rare, you can say मैं animals protect करूंगी or animals को बचाऊंगी, right? That's also correct. It's used in that context as well. Okay. मैं कुछ रुपए. Okay, good. So I think all of you have written it down really well. Let me know if there are any questions. Otherwise, I'll keep going to some of the very even more popular, like uh, resolutions. Um, okay, I'll pay off all my debt. I will pay off my debt. This is difficult, but if you want to be very particular about the Hindi words, then it's difficult. Otherwise, you can still finish it up. Okay, very good. Debt is masculine. Oh wow. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, good. So pretty much I got very interesting answer, right? So this one will be मैं. The simplest one would be मैं debt pay off करूँगा for a male, करूँगी for a female, right? Debt is ऋण. It's this ऋण, right? So even though I'm writing it as RIN, but it's difficult to English doesn't have that sound, right? So it's ऋण or udhar. Udhar is also used for debt, right? To pay off is chukana. It's another word, chukana, right? So as you can probably think about it now, when you are writing it in purely in Hindi, it would be मैं as John pointed out, either you can say मैं मेरा ऋण or मैं मेरा उधार, and you will say चुकाऊंगा for a male, चुकाऊंगी for a female. It's one word, but I'm just trying to put a dash here to make it clear that you're replacing na with unga, right? मैं उधार चुकाऊंगा और मैं मेरा उधार चुकाऊंगी और ऋण चुकाऊंगी. Okay, let's keep on going. We have to do a lot more. Some of them I'll give you as an exercise so that way you can also you get to do as well. But I try to cover variety of it, right? This one is I will travel to Cambodia. This one should be simple. I'll travel to Cambodia. Okay. 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 So pretty much all of you are correct. मैं, in this case you will say मैं Cambodia. For one way would be घूमने. घूमने के लिए और to travel is घूमने जाऊंगी. For a girl जाऊंगा for a guy. और मैं Cambodia. You can use English word travel करूंगी. मैं Cambodia travel करूंगी और मैं you can use yatra also, yeah, right? So मैं Cambodia की यात्रा करूंगी. Right? You can conjugate both of them as well. So you can say मैं Cambodia घूमूंगी. घूमूंगी. That's also correct. So you can use variety of you can say the same thing in a in several different ways. Okay. Let's take some more interesting ones. This one is I won't, so I will not take any stress. You can use the word stress, that's completely fine. Think about the verb to take. Okay, very good. Okay, so it will be मैं stress नहीं लेऊंगा और लेऊंगी for a girl and this is for a guy. मैं स्ट्रेस नहीं लेऊंगा और मैं स्ट्रेस नहीं लेऊंगी. Stress is the noun, right? That's a Hindi word. The and then na with a and then ver, the noun. मैं तनाव नहीं लेऊंगा और मैं तनाव नहीं लेऊंगी. Simple, right? This one was straightforward. Okay. Let's do some more. Um, okay, this one. I will spend more time with my family. I'll spend more time with my family. Okay. To spend, you're right, it's bitana, but in future indefinite, it will be no, no, which is fine. Yeah. More is zyada. Time is समय. Okay. Okay. So I think most of you, some of you are still writing it. Okay. So it will be मैं, and because you have my family, it will be मेरे परिवार के साथ, right? My family is मेरा परिवार, but once you have the post position here, you use oblique case. So मेरा becomes मेरे. मैं मेरे परिवार के साथ ज्यादा समय, and then spend is बिताना, right? So it will be बिताऊंगा for a guy, बिताऊंगी for a girl, right? So मैं मेरे परिवार के साथ ज्यादा समय बिताऊंगी. Okay. Once again, please make sure you are muted. Okay. So any question on this one before we move to the next one? Okay. Let's do some more resolutions. And then in few minutes I'll open it up for discussion. Okay. Um, I'll okay. So I'll skip some of them and I'll say I will help others. I will help others. Okay. So I see the confusion here. How do you say others, right? That is becoming the tricky situation. Okay, but try your best. Okay. So मैं, either you can say what you all of you are thinking about. मैं लोगों की मदद. Help is मदद. To help is मदद करना. So the मदद करना is the verb here, right? So you say मैं लोगों की मदद करूंगी, for a girl, करूंगा for a guy, right? Either you can say that, or you can say Others is also you can say दूसरों की. मैं दूसरों की मदद करूंगा. करूंगा for a guy, करूंगी for a girl. मैं दूसरों की मदद करूंगी. You can say that as well. Okay. Let's do some more interesting one. I will become financially independent. I'll become financially independent. It's a difficult one if you want to really write it in Hindi, but give it a try. Okay. So you want either you want to write हिंदी में financially का मतलब क्या है, right? Um, Financial. Okay, I'll write it down. Okay, finance is आर्थिक, right? Financially आर्थिक रूप से. आर्थिक रूप से. For the sake of this example, you can simply say financially. That's fine. Okay, very good, right? So I'll cover both of them. What you said is मैं, and you said the full word financially independent बनूंगी. For a girl, बनूंगा for a guy, right? However, if you want to be really specific about it, um, independent is स्वतंत्र. Independent is स्वतंत्र. Swatantra, right? So even when you say Independence Day, it's Swatantra Ta Divas, okay? But in this case, you would say man, and then financially would be आर्थिक रूप से. आर्थिक रूप से, and then you will say स्वतंत्र बनूंगा. For a guy, बनूंगी for a girl. It's difficult, so you can keep it simple by just simply using financially independent. But for those of you who are really interested in how do you say financially and independent in Hindi, you can use this structure. Okay. Um, I'll give you some homework exercise and I'll do one more. Okay. So as a homework exercise, I'm just going to give you. I will run a marathon. Okay. I will learn a new language. So these are all like, I'm just giving you as an exercise so you can practice a little bit more. Uh, I will complete my degree. You can say master's or bachelor's or anything. Or you can say I'll buy a new house. So these are all, you can think of it as an exercise. I'll just do one more and I'll open it up for discussion. Okay, so I'll give you some time to write it down. Okay, so these are all homework exercise. I just want to do one more, which is lastly, I will take care of myself. So this one is in class. The last one is we'll do it right now. So these one you can write it down and post on the Facebook page or the group. This one we can do it here. I will take care of myself. Okay, very good. So I think by now all of you probably have written it down. Someone erase it. Okay, so I'll take care of myself. Okay, it'll be मैं, because you have myself, you know, you have अपना, and to take care is ख्याल रखना. So you'll say मैं अपना ख्याल रखूंगी. रखूंगी for a girl, रखूंगा for a guy. Right? Now twist it a little bit. I'll take care of others. What we just learned. Right? How will you say that? I'll take care of others. Right? Remember we just did others also. So it'll be मैं. For others you will say मैं दूसरों का ख्याल रखूंगी और मैं दूसरों का ख्याल रखूंगा. ओके, और मैं लोगों का ख्याल रखूंगी. यू से का, नॉट की. So I hope this was useful. I hope this lecture helped you make a lot more resolution. So folks who are watching live on YouTube streaming, will stop the broadcasting. We'll see you again next Sunday. In the meantime, if you have any ideas or suggestions, please write it down on the comment box on the YouTube comments, and we'll open it up for panel discussion.